Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Wednesday webinar. My name is Andrew Mangeris, Chief Product Officer here at Kyani. I want to welcome you to our Wednesday webinar. As you know, we host these webinars every Wednesday at 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. And this evening, we're going to talk a little bit more about products. We're going to talk a little bit about some of the frequently asked questions that we've been getting on the new products that we have. And we'll go into some of those details, but also we're going to have an open forum. So after I go through some of the frequently asked questions, what I'd like to do is have you put in the message center any questions that you may have. So if you've got questions, be thinking about those, write them down, and we will put them, if you can, put them on the chat in here, and then we will take a look at those at the end, and I'll go through and we'll answer as many of those as we can. So first of all, let's go ahead and go through and talk a little bit on the disclaimer here. Of course, we are not intending for anything in this to talk about diagnosing, treating, curing, or preventing any disease or condition when we talk about these nutritional supplements. First question of the evening, do the new products have a 30-day guarantee? Absolutely, yes, they do. They fall under the same guarantee as all of our other products. So we do have a guarantee on all of these products. If you have customers that have tried them, and you can also promise them that they can have their money back after 30 days if they're not satisfied with it. So yes, we have the exact same guarantee that we use on our other products. And then let's go to the next slide. What type of collagen is in the products? So we've got collagen in our HL5 as well as in the FIT20. And a lot of people are asking, well, what type of collagen is in there? Because there's lots of different types of collagen. There's 5 main collagens, but then there's tons of other types after that. We have mainly type 1 and type 3. And a lot of people may ask, well, oh, so I'm not going to get type 2 or type 4 or type 5? Actually, when you have type 1 and type 3, you're covering over 90% of the collagen found in your body. In addition, your body now has the same building blocks that it needs to build type 2, type 4, type 5. And some of those are more obscure type collagens that are not necessary on a regular basis. For example, you may have to have collagen to produce in the placenta, but the collagen that you're receiving is able to manufacture and produce that specific type of collagen for those specific needs. The majority of your skin, hair, nails, and your muscles, joints, bones, the ligaments, tendons are all type 1 and type 3. So the majority of that is coming from there. Let's talk a little bit about if these products are Prime eligible. A lot of people have asked because they're on Prime, are these products Prime eligible? There are 2 different packs that are Prime eligible, and those packs are the 3 count of the FIT20 as well as the protein pack. And so both of those are eligible and free if you are on Prime, pre-shipping if you're on Prime with those. We may look at other options as well, but just so you know that those are a couple that are on the Prime free shipping. Next, does Prime still give you wholesale pricing? No, Prime does not give you wholesale pricing. In order to get that, you have to be on auto ship. And so that was one of the changes that we've made recently. So make sure that you're on auto ship to get the best pricing on the products. Prime does give you that free shipping still, so you can get that free shipping with it. If I currently have an auto ship on file for the Triangle of Health, do I need to do anything to change that to the new products? So in other words, new products, this person was talking about the Sunrise and Sunset in the Triangle of Health because there's new formulas with those 2 products. What do I need to do? You do not need to do anything. We will automatically switch those out as of the end of the convention. We switch those out. So those auto ships that are running now, and if you haven't received your auto ship yet, will have that new Sunrise and new Sunset in it. Next, we have a question on the 90-day challenge. When does it begin and when does it end? The 90-day challenge begins when you determine you want it to begin. It goes for 90 days and ends 90 days after your start date. Now, there's also a separate question to that is when can I participate in the competition or challenge to win the money? When does that actually end in that qualification period? So you have to start your 90-day challenge before the end of June. So you have until the end of this month to make sure you submit your before picture and all the information that you need at Kyani90daychallenge.com. So you'd submit it there, and then whatever date, you have to have those pictures submitted within 2 weeks of your starting date. And then 90 days after your start date is when it will end. And then we will announce the winners in October. So 3 months after the end of June, puts it at the end of September. And then in October, we will announce the winners for that $10,000 for the cash prize, as well as the finalists and other runner-up on those. Next question, is it global? We have some of our friends up in Canada and some down in Mexico that have wanted to participate, even some of the other ones across the waters that would like to participate. Absolutely. A lot of them came over to convention, they purchased some of the new products and they're going on it. So this is a global challenge, even though some of the new products are not available globally. Having that healthy living challenge is something we want to do regardless of what products each market has, and we want to encourage that. So if you're in Canada, if you're in Mexico, or if you're in Europe or over in Asia, Australia, down under, you can participate in this 90-day healthy living challenge and you can be one of the winners. Just to remind everybody that we do have the grand prize of $10,000 as well as a $10,000 prize to the individual who sponsored that person if that person was sponsored between May 1st and June 30th. So it won't count for people you have previously sponsored into Kyani. But if you sponsor somebody new and they win that $10,000, you as the sponsor will win $10,000 also. So a great opportunity for you to go out there and talk to individuals about the products and recruit. So now what I would like to do is I'd like to go into an open forum and see if we've got any questions here. And I'm going to go ahead here and try to exit out of my keynote and then look into this chat group here and see if we can't get any questions coming in. All right, go ahead and type in any questions that you may have right now. First of all, here's the first one came in. Do they have to be a distributor that we sponsored or a customer? So I'm assuming that's with the 90-day challenge. The question is, yes, they can be either a customer or a business partner distributor, and you can win it. If you're the sponsor of them as the business partner or customer and they win, you will win. Now remember that sponsorship has to happen between May 1st and June 30th. So next question, if you have any questions, go ahead and type them in now and we'll go ahead and see if we can't get those answered and submitted and answered here on our live webinar and go from there. Anybody else out there have any questions on the new product, whether it's on the FIT20 or the HL5 or some of the reformulations on our Sunrise and our Sunset? Whether it's some of those new ingredients, how we're handling some of those things. And if I don't have the answer, I will look and hunt that answer down and we will get that back out to you. Next question, what if we sponsored them and their distributorship has been canceled? Well, if their distributorship has been canceled, then they wouldn't be eligible to win. So in order to participate and be a winner in the competition, you have to be an active distributorship or business partner, as we like to call it, in the company, and it means you have to be on auto ship. And then there's also the question about, do we have any, or as a customer, do I have to be on auto ship? You have to have at least 2 products purchased in order to do that. So we do those products, or do the customers and or distributorships that way. So yes, so they can't be canceled. Next question, do any of the new formulations include selenium? Absolutely, yes, they do. We have added selenium, that's a great question, to our Sunrise. And that is actually something that we have not pointed out much in some of our marketing material. It kind of slipped through the cracks, but selenium is an excellent water-soluble antioxidant. It's also an essential mineral that individuals have. And so we have added that into our Sunrise product. So great for bringing that up. Thank you, Pamela. I appreciate that, because a lot of people did not know about that. And that was one of the things that we did not talk about that much at the event. Next question coming in from Oscar. What's the age to start taking the HL5? The kids can take it. Can they take it? One of the things that we put on all of our packaging is be careful if you have children that are taking the product. We put that on there just as a precaution. We don't know the situation of any of these kids, and we don't want to diagnose or treat or cure them. So we recommend that that kids over 12 can take a full dose. If they're 6 to 12, they take a half a dose. Kids under the age of 6 probably don't need a whole lot of these, but if you are going to have them, I would just base it on weight of an adult and how much you're giving them, and go from there. Next, does the protein pack count as 2 products? And I'm assuming that's 2 products because a lot of people they want to make sure they're qualifying for the customer challenge, or the Healthy Living 90-day challenge. And so a customer has to have 2 products that they're purchasing. And that protein pack does count as 2 products. So if they're purchasing that protein pack and then using that in the 90-day challenge, absolutely it does. Next question says, so are you saying that we can enroll someone whose distributorship has canceled, and if they are on auto ship, they will be eligible as a customer? So if somebody has canceled their distributorship and they were a distributor with the company and they want to enroll back in as a customer, I believe that they would be eligible for that. I would call customer service just to make sure, but they should be eligible. They can enroll as a customer and then participate in the 90-day challenge. So good question. Appreciate that. Let's see. We've got let's see, we did that one. No more on this chat. So if you have any more questions, go ahead and type them in. We'll just spend a few more minutes here before we finish up, and then we'll go ahead and close it off on our questions, our Q&A session, and close out the webinar. We'll give another 10, 15 seconds here before we go ahead and move on. And I appreciated that question on selenium, because selenium was something that has not been talked about. And there's so much research on selenium, and such a good nutrient to make sure you have. Another question came in. Does the HL5 help with absorption of the FIT20? Your FIT20 and your HL5 both have collagen, hydrolyzed collagen, broken down pretty well. So you're going to absorb virtually all of that collagen in itself. One will not necessarily help the other. We did add some black powder pepper into the FIT20 to help with absorption. We also have some long-term nitric oxides in the FIT20 with the L-citrulline in there to help. And as we know, nitric oxide helps to increase absorption. So one of the things is as you take the FIT20, it actually might be the reverse. It might help better absorption of the HL5. So, but not necessarily any coinciding between the two. Next question, are existing distributors eligible for the 10,000? Absolutely. If you're an existing distributor, business partner, you can certainly participate in the challenge and win that 10 challenge. Now your sponsor, since you're an existing distributor, will not be eligible for the 10,000 because you've been in before May 1st. But absolutely, everybody in the company is eligible to participate in the 90-day challenge. Okay, and one more question looks like we've got in here. Is the Triangle of Health included as one of the products for the challenge? The Triangle of Health is actually 3 products when we're looking at the number of products you have to purchase in order to be in that challenge. So yes, it does qualify, but it actually qualifies as 3 separate products. So it meets that requirement of at least 2 products on a monthly basis. We've got open questions, a couple more here just coming in. If I ordered my distribution package a few days ago, will I receive the new product? You should, and I'm not sure which distribution package it is, but if it's one of the new distributor packages that we've introduced, yes, it will have the new product. We put the new product in several of them, but that should have been indicated on that order when you purchase that package. And I'm not sure exactly which packages was, but that will be that will have the new products if it was so indicated. We introduced a whole bunch of them right after convention. Last question. I saw a probiotic advertised in Korea on Instagram. Is that available in the US? Great question. No, that's not available in the US. That was something that was introduced in Korea only. And they introduced a product that was a probiotic. Maybe I'll just give you a quick brief overview of it. It has about 5 billion units of probiotics in it per serving, and it's something that you put into your mouth as a powder and then let it dissolve and consume it that way. But if you are in Korea, it's a great opportunity for you to be able to purchase it there, but it is not available in the US. So a couple more questions here keep coming in, so we'll go ahead and go down through these. How many HL5s can you consume daily? There is no limit on the number of HL5s you can consume. There's no toxicity level of any of the ingredients in there. You are consuming mostly protein. So it's just a matter of how much protein you want to consume in your diet. You get 5 grams of HL5 per serving. I'll a lot of times consume 2 or 3 of them. I don't know if consuming more than that is going to give you much benefit. In addition, as far as the collagen goes, but it is a protein source and it does help curb people's appetite and is great in between meals. I love to take it as a hot tea in the afternoon. I'll do 10 grams or 2 of them in a cup of hot tea, hot water, and make it a hot tea. For all existing Triangle of Health auto ships, will we be getting the new products? Yes, that was one of the questions we went through earlier. Automatically, we will switch those over to the new products, so you will be getting those in your next auto ship. So you'll have the new Sunrise and the new Sunset. I believe some of the Nitro Extreme will have the new packaging a little bit later. I don't think that will have the new packaging, but the formula didn't change. And we will be working through the old packaging on that into the new packaging as we get through that. Do you know when it is going to be available? And I'm assuming this is talking about the new products in Canada, HL5 and FIT20. So we've got HL5 FIT20 that we are working on to get registered in Canada. And it is 4 to 6 weeks to 8 weeks. It's hard to give a definite answer because it goes through the government registration process. Sometimes they take 2 to 4 weeks. Sometimes they take 6 weeks in order for us to get it back. And then we have to go back in and do our new labels once that it's approved, and then get those available. In Canada, of course, we have everything available in French and English, and we have to label everything with French and English. So we have to then create the new labels and then do the new production run. So we're still a little ways out as far as being able to get that, but we are feverishly working on that, as well as other countries. A lot of people have asked about, hey, Latin America, when are we going to get these new products? We've also got a lot of Europeans, and the Asians are asking about it as well. We've got meetings coming up in the fall with some of these locations, and we'll be looking at trying to get some of those done for them. But it does take 4 to 6 months to get a lot of these, and it depends on the country, sometimes up to a year to get them approved in some of the foreign markets, and reformulation has to be done. So some of the ingredients may not be approved in those markets, and so we will have international formulas available for those. All right, well, I want to thank everybody for participating on this webinar. I hope I've been able to answer your questions. Actually, one last question that just came in. We'll see if we can answer it real quick. Any suggestions to drink the HL5 besides hot water? The comment is, I find HL5 and the FIT a bit sweet. So I mix my FIT20 every day in a breakfast shake. I put my Sunrise and my FIT20 together and mix it in with some spinach and a couple other fruits or ingredients that I like depending on the day, and do it that way. HL5 I take straight. I do it in hot water. I have not done it like just in plain cold water or in a beverage, but you could do that. Now remember, it is a citrus base, so you'll want to check for that. Last question, I just received my new updated auto ship, new products. So just confirming that the new auto ship does have the new products. Well, thank you, everybody. Next week, we will have another Wednesday webinar. It will be with Skylar Stephenson, the Vice President of Sales here in North America. I want to thank you guys for participating. My name is Andrew Mangeris. I love and I live Kyani. Thank you.